today we're going to be working on our shoulders, and in life everything pulls our shoulders forward. Our chest muscles get tight, our back muscles inactivated, and what happens then, you get niggly pains or just bad posture, and this is a great little workout to sort that out. So if you stand up nice and tall to start off and bring your hands to your sides, I want you to pull your shoulders back and then push your fingers down to the floor and stand up as tall as we can. Now if you imagine you've got a box around these shoulders, I want you to keep those shoulders pulled back and pushed down. That's the bottom corner of your box. Now if you slide them forward along the bottom of the box, up the front of the box, across the top, and then back down to that bottom corner. So we're doing a shoulder circle, but work through the box. Get all those corners, and what we're doing is just activating all the little muscles around that shoulder joint. Set ourselves into some good posture. Make sure we've got our chin away from our chest. We're standing up nice and tall. Give your inner thighs a little squeeze as well. Make sure that's all nice and strong. And then just work through that box. Bottom, front, top, back. Now with those toes nice together, take your hands out to the side, spread the fingers wide. Big breath in there. You're going to lift those arms up, and our palms are going to gently touch at the top, and then bring ourselves back down. Now if you have any pain in that movement, just stop where you feel that pain. So if it's just to here, that's absolutely fine, and just keep those shoulders pulling back down, and just think about that starting position of your box. Every time you come back down, shoulders down, pull back into that nice bottom corner of our box. Big breath in, nice big breath out. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then our last one. Love it. Have a little just shake off. Right, we're going to do some circles now. It's a double movement. What I like to do is pull our arms back, those palms facing forward. Bring our hands nicely over the top, drawing the biggest circles you can. Now as they come back down, you're going to notice that your shoulders are rolled forward, your palms are facing back, so we're going to beg your pardon. We're going to lift the shoulders, pull our shoulders back, rotate the hands, and then push the fingers down back to that bottom corner of our box. That's the double movement. Pull up and over. When they get down to our hips, the shoulders are forward, so we pull them up, we rotate the hands, we push them back down to the floor, set those shoulders nicely, and we go again. Big breath in, nice big breath out, big breath in, nice big breath out. 10 more seconds. Working through that lovely motion. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then our last one, setting them down. Now with our hands down to the side, what I like to do is just bend from the elbows and bring your hands nicely up so they're in line with your collarbone. Now you're going to pull your shoulders back as far as we can. You're going to feel a little stretch through your chest. Now imagine you've got a wall behind you. You're going to slide your hands up against that wall, bringing your arms up as high as we can, and then pull those elbows back down to the ribs. Now while we're doing this, our body's going to want to cheat. It's going to want to flare out the ribs to keep those back. I like to imagine I've got a bit of rope down by my ribs that I'm pulling down to keep that core engaged, stop myself from flaring as we slide ourselves up and then bring ourselves down, activating those back muscles, making sure our ribs aren't slide out. Making sure our ribs aren't flaring out. And again, big steady breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Then you can bring those hands nice to the side, have a little shake off. Right, take your feet hip width apart and imagine you've got a box in our hands. We're going to push our hips back, bend our knees, and then take that box nicely down to our knees. Now our shoulders are going to roll forward. Now with your back muscles, I'm going to lift the box towards our chest, but without bending the elbows. So you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together and then release that box. Now this action tends to happen that your shoulder comes up towards your ears. So as you're pulling back, think about your shoulder blades sliding slightly down our back and then releasing. Big breath in, nice big breath out. Big breath in, Nice big breath out. One other little point, if this is too much in your lower back, just bring a foot forward. That will relieve that pressure. And we're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Then we're going to release that box, bring ourselves up and have a nice little shake off. Now we're going to get these active into some different movements. If you bring your hands nicely up to your shoulders, soften your hips and knees. We're going to push our hips back, bend our knees, and our right hand's going to reach down to the outside of your left knee. Now with a straight arm, we're going to bring it up, overhead, and then we're going to rotate the hand and bring it down so it's facing into our chin. Now that left shoulder's now going to work. We're going to reach it across to the outside of our right knee, straight arm up, rotate the hand, and then set that shoulder. Now setting that shoulder is that bottom corner of the box again. Then to the right hand, up, set it down, left hand, up, set it back down. Every time, big breath in, nice big breath out. Big breath in, nice big breath out. Really conscious of how we're getting that shoulder back down into that nice position to start off with. I'm going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now with our hands, bring them down to our hips, and imagine you've got a bag and you're holding it by 2 handles. We're going to take those hips back, bend our knees, we're going to take that bag past our left thigh, and you're going to drive it up and across the body, straight arms, and then we're going to dump it down into that shoulder. That right shoulder sits down. We unlock, so you can notice my shoulders forward. As I come back, it slides back, and then down, nicely set. Big breath in, nice big breath out. Dump that bag nicely onto that shoulder, standing up nice and tall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going the other side, down past our right hip, up, set that left shoulder down, dump that big heavy bag onto it. Big breath in, nice big breath out. And of course you can always use weights with this as you progress, but I like just working through these movement patterns without, so when we do add weights, it's all nice and natural. Now we're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to take this bag down to our hips. I want to push your hips back, bend our knees, and just bring that bag nicely just above our knees. And all we're going to do here, we're going to flick up the hips, we're going to bend our elbows and pull our shoulders back so that bag's nicely underneath our chin. Unlock the hips, press, take that bag overhead. We're going to really pull back our back muscles so our bag ends up over the crown of our head, and then gently bring ourselves back down, set those shoulders, unlock the hips, bag down to our knees, nice little flick, set, up, press over the top of the head, and then back down, squeeze those shoulder blades, bring ourselves back. And we're just going to go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Then we're going to dump that bag out and away. Now life's not always in straight lines, so we're going to add a little bit of a rotation for this one. Soften the hips and knees. Your right hand is going to reach forward and our left shoulder is going to pull back. As we reach forward, that left hand is going to take a nice extension. Bring it back, set the shoulders, and go the other side. Now we're just working our core here, but just extending those arms out every time. Bottom of that box, we set the shoulders. Nice quick one this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring our hands to our sides. This is our last little one. It's a couple of movements, and I want to imagine we've got strings holding with our hands and some tennis balls attached at the bottom by our ankles, and we're just going to swing them. So we're going to bring our hips back, bend our knees. I want to pull your arms back as we swing those tennis balls behind us. Drive ourselves up, squeeze the glutes and push your hips forward. These tennis balls are swinging up behind us. We're going to bend the elbows, pull the tummy in, and then swing them back down. So we're just taking those arms, swinging those tennis balls. Every time we're coming down, we're pulling our tummy in. Every time we're coming forward, we're squeezing the glutes to protect that lower back while we work through this. 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, and then bring those tennis balls together, take them down past our left hip. You're going to take them across the body. We're going to swing them back behind our head, over the top of our left shoulder, and then down to that right hip. Then we're going to come across the back way we came, behind our head, and then to that left. So we're getting our arms just moving around, swinging those tennis balls behind our head. Just for a quick 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and just get rid of those and bring ourselves with our toes together, hands to the side. Right, when you're working on your shoulders, sometimes our trap muscles, these muscles up here get tight. Pulls them up as well, so I'm going to stretch through here to finish off with. Your right hand is going to point down to the floor, your left hand is going to reach, and your fingertips are going to come just behind your right ear. Take a big breath and then just take that left ear down towards your left shoulder. Push your right hand down to the floor, and you're going to feel a nice stretch coming down the side of our neck. And then we're going to do a little nod. Imagine going backwards and forwards. Chin towards our chest, and then a little release, and have a little glance over that left shoulder. Down and up. All the while that right hand pushing down to the floor, just for 10. I know, funny faces. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing there. Going the other side. Right hand just behind, left hand pushing to the floor, little tilt. Feel that stretch, and then our nice little nod, chin to chest, little glance over the shoulder. Big steady breaths. For 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and our final stretch. We're going to release that hand, bring our hands behind our back. You're going to automatically notice that my shoulders forwards here. So I'm going to push my hands down towards the floor. I'm going to pull my shoulders back, and then just push the hands down to the floor, setting ourselves into that bottom corner of the box. Little squeeze in the thighs so you feel nice and strong. Big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Pull those shoulders back towards each other as far as we can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and then a nice little release, shaking that off. So we do lots of work like this in my DB coaching studio, working on shoulder stability and the rest of our body as well. If you enjoyed it, there's a link in the bio. But yeah, I hope your shoulders feel good after that, and I'll look forward to seeing you very soon. Take care, bye bye.